My name is Tom Hannay. I'm a singer, guitarist, songwriter, and I'm the musical coordinator and audio engineer behind the project here in Iceland for Adorama. This is one of those places, I don't know, you can talk to some people, but there's a certain energy here. I don't want to get too spiritual or deep, but like, I don't know, it really, something about this place really pushed me to be the best version of myself. And so once I got here, I started knuckling down and writing songs all the time and like practicing all the time. I've been playing music for pretty much as long as I can remember. The first instrument I got was a violin because I saw a musician called Nigel Kennedy, a classical violin player, and I just said to my mum and dad, I was like, I want to play violin. And so that kind of started my journey, I guess. I was learning that for about 10 years, and then I transitioned into guitar, and then I got interested in audio recording. So, it's been something I've been doing for, forever, really. This guitar is a Martin. I made this choice to play this guitar over a nylon classical string guitar because you can kind of punish a steel string. You can really give it some oomph and whack it. And also this small body, it's not quite as resonant as a large dreadnought guitar. And what happens is then when you really whack it, it kind of almost starts to compress and you get this lovely sound out. So it's a really good guitar to play. The challenge of recording out here, as you can hear, we've got the river in the background. And so I decided to close mic the Martin guitar using a DPA 1499, which is like a small microphone that goes right in front and just picks up the body, the sound hole of the guitar. It's quite boomy, but I can roll that off in post. And then the same thing with the voice. Being out here, like, we wanted to be ready for any situation. Iceland is notoriously unpredictable when it comes to the weather, and it can start off being a beautifully sunny, still day, and then within 5 minutes you've got howling wind. And so for that reason, I didn't really want to use a condenser microphone, so I got a great mic, which was the Electro Voice RE20. Now this is a dynamic microphone used for broadcasting, but it's also fantastic for low voices like mine. It's got a great frequency response, but also you can punish it. You can really kind of like give it some sing loud into it, give it some SPL, some sound pressure level, be very dynamic, which is great for a singer like me who kind of goes quiet and then loud and then I shout. I don't really like to fix things in post, but I've got a RX program that I can cut a lot of noise out, so I can really kind of like isolate this guitar and the voice. And then we've got the ambient mic, we had a boom mic, and we have the Zoom's condenser, the H6, and that can pick up the river, so we can add as much of the river as we want. These walls that see my tears, I overcompensate with smiles, spread them around like butter. First song, Copacetic Joe, I wrote that. It was one of the later songs that I wrote. I was not really intending to do an album ever again. I wrote my first album and wasn't quite happy with the emotional feeling that I got out of doing it. I wrote the music for Copacetic Joe, and I would say this is about, like, it's about trying to keep it together when you feel like you're falling apart. And we're dancing in the spotlight. Dancing in the Spotlight, I wrote, I don't often write just like love songs, but this one I actually met a girl and like we had a bit of a romance, and it's quite intense. And then afterwards I was like, I want to write a song about this. And it's that moment where you feel like you could be in a crowded room full of people, but at that point when there's two people that are feeling such a way, you could be anywhere alone. And that's the feeling that I got. It was like we were dancing alone in a spotlight, and I never wanted to like let go of that feeling, so I kind of put that in song form. And the walls are closing in. I believe that it's happening again. Lonely, I wrote, I was busking in Sydney and I was in the back garden. I just started playing around with a few chords, and these it just wrote itself. It's one of those songs that like it's actually quite fairly complex song, I'd say, but it just wrote itself very quickly. And so I was originally intending it to be a Christmas song. I was going to do a Christmas song, and because it feels a bit Christmassy, it's almost like, you know, heartwarming. But knowing me, I know I always have to make it like a bit of a sad song. I like mixing happy sounds with sad lyrics. It's a little bit of a juxtaposition. So I got into the studio and I was trying to write lyrics, and then those came out. And yeah, I really like Lonely. It's a really nice song.
I'm done crying. I'm done crying over you. I was always a fool.
So Fade Out of View, I wrote on the piano. It's a lovely, lovely pop song with lots of like hooks, instrumental hooks. If you listen to the album, it's got a lovely like piano line. It's got a killer guitar solo. I really let loose like Purple Rain style. I guess it was about just me coping with a breakup. You know, nice, simple. You know, keep it simple sometimes. Why make anything about politics when you don't have to? You can just make something about love.
I said it before, I say it again. I cheated a friend, let the river run deep.
I've got a couple of projects. I'm in a band called Bonsaian with a couple of amazing Faroese musicians, and I myself have just finished recording my album. I'm getting ready to release it. Don't know on the timeline of this, may already be released by now. So I'm getting ready to release it. It's already out. There you go, you can cut those in. So I've got an album coming out. It's called Dog Days. You can find me on Spotify, Tom Hannay, which is Hannay. Same thing on Instagram, Tom Hannay _. Same thing on all my socials, really. And yeah, we've got a single out. You can check it. It's called Dog Days Out. That's out on YouTube. And that's a smooth mother effer of a song. You should listen to that.